Hi guys, I decided to go ahead and do the burn test. Let me see, can you see that? It's 5 after 11. I'm not going to do flint and steel or nothing, I'm just lighting it. Did light, took a flame really quick from a lighter. This might take a while, so I'm going to see if I can't just prop that. Alright, well, it's a big flame, I'll tell you that. Put my hand over here for reference. It's a pretty big flame. Now, something I noticed is when you take them out of the package, they're kind of crumbly on the edges. Can you see how the top part of it is that what's already blackened? That was it was like they pour them into those trays, and sort of like when you pour wax, it gets on the side of the glass or whatever, you know, when you're making a candle in a cup. It's that kind of thing. But the little chips that broke off, I just put them on top of it. You could probably use them for something else if you wanted to. Alright, we're 1:41 into the video. It's a big flame. I mean, that looks like it has potential to boil water. I don't know if I've got the patience to sit here for 10 minutes, although it is watching a flame. That's that new stove that I was working on. It's upside down right now. So with it being upside down, you can see the elevated floor if it was right side up. And then it's got like holes around it to breathe. I decided to put some holes in the body of it as well. 2 minutes and 48 seconds so far. I don't remember trioxane bars turning black on the outside. Flame doesn't seem as intense as it was a minute ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, for what it's supposed to do, which is start a fire in charcoal briquettes, I'm sure it's great. Or, just as a fire starter, period. I was wondering if you could cook on it in an Esbit stove, though. Four minutes and 15 seconds. I'd say it's about half the flame that it originally started as. Maybe 2/3. It's still a pretty decent flame. I'm going to put this down for a minute so I can get something and show y'all something. Nathan, that stove that I've been working on, this is the prototype upside down, but this one is the one that I'm making for you. And so the bolts that are on the corners, if y'all can see these, they hold it together when it's took apart. I mean, you know, for storage, so it takes up no room in your pack. If you can see. And I put thumb turn nuts and wing nuts so that it's a no tool stove. And it's actually pretty good sized. The burn chamber is actually pretty big. Hold my hand over here for size reference. It's about a hand long on each side. And I think that the height of it is I believe 8-9 inches, something like that. If y'all saw the video where I sewed the pocket on the side of the backpack, I made this stove to fit that when it's took apart. So I had, you know, certain dimensions that I had to work with. Yeah, the flame is really small. I don't think that would boil water. I don't know that you could cook on that. We're at 6 minutes and 43, 44, 45 seconds on the video, so. See if it breaks. No, not really. The outer crust broke off, kind of like a burnt marshmallow, but I'm thinking that you might have to add a second cube if you were going to try to cook with these. Seven minutes, 45 seconds. It's probably one of the longest videos I've done. Looks like it's going to go out pretty soon. It's got 8 minutes in and it's really starting to fade. I doubt it'll go another minute, but it might. We're at about 8.5 minutes. I don't think the flame is very usable anymore. Although, if it was a fire starter, I'm sure it would have done very well. So by 9 minutes, it's really, you know, burning itself out. If somebody could, that has a trioxane bar, I don't have any with me, but if somebody does have one, if you could do a video like this for comparison so we could get a you know, burn time, I'd be really interested. Maybe post the link in my comments if you do. I'll bet Armed Rogue has one. Armed Rogue, I know that you probably have trioxane bars. Can you light one and let it burn all the way through, and let's see how long it goes? Alright, we got a total burn time of right at 10 minutes, like one of my commenters said in the other video. Pretty much dead on. I think the usable time on it was a little less. Alright guys, thanks for watching.